Real Conversations, episode 13. Oh man, I might be fucking around, but it might be episode 14. But at the end of the day, it's an episode.
you on your I don't know if you listen to Joe Budden's podcast, but they always losing track of their numbers,
listen, you lose track because you grinded.
That's a fact.
And I know you grinded.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, listen, introduce yourself to my audience. And I'm gonna introduce myself to your audience out there on the live joint.
Yeah.
Yo, subscribe to us, Real Conversations, on iTunes and iHeartRadio. We also got a YouTube channel, Real Conversations. Oh man, introduce yourself. I'm sorry, man. I just like that.
Nah, it's so good. You gotta get your plug in as you should. How you doing, everybody? I'm Lawrence Henderson, developer and creator of the BrooklynOrBust app. And also BrooklynOrBustApp.com, where I feature music videos, interviews, and you can also download the app there, and it's going to expand into many other things as time comes.
Oh man, listen, I got the dopest brother in Brooklyn.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
because he's just humble. Like he's humble about the things that he's doing and the things that he's putting together. Like if you download the app, and everybody should have like a smartphone. Right or wrong?
They do. Everybody. I mean, if you still walk around, anything short of you being a hustler, you shouldn't be having a flip phone right now, man.
So the object of the game is that when you go to iTunes, right, you subscribe to my podcast, right?
Right.
And then when you go to the app, to the iTunes app, to the what is it? The
App Store.
The App Store.
Yeah.
You subscribe to BrooklynOrBust. What else? You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna put foot to your ass when we see you.
Yeah, hands and feet, because we going listen, because you've been grinding, and just
for
tell me
a long time, man.
Just tell me how long you've been grinding, and then we're gonna go into the app, and then the different things about the app that a lot of people gonna find out, and then we're gonna leave surprises. So when they actually download it,
definitely,
they could be surprised.
Well, anybody that been following my journey, I started out doing a clothing line. It's called Gifted Apparel, and it was a dope process, man. Like we got a lot of celebrities, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Carmelo Anthony, but then like most things, as time goes, it's always sometimes it's time to just move on and just embark on new things. I like to sum it up like this: it takes 10 years to be successful in anything, right? Yeah. So I'm not gonna wait till the 9th, 10th year to then go start something new. I invested in that; it's growing, and it's time for the BrooklynOrBust, man. It's time to birth it. It's like having a kid, and then it's time to have another baby.
Yeah.
So I had 2 babies in 1 year, man. Shouts out to my son Brooklyn.
Oh man.
And then the BrooklynOrBust app. But so after I moved on from the clothing line, I had this idea to develop an app, and I just felt like we as black people, we got a tendency like. I want to be one of those black people that work smarter, not harder. Like everything from that we know is like manual labor and busting your back, or like I come from West Indian culture, and it's like everything is like if it don't make no money right away, then you don't need to be doing it. It's not a lot of entrepreneurship. So I'm just here to try to break the cycle, man. Like why I can't do it? You know what I'm saying? White people do it, and I'm not trying to make this thing about race and nothing like that.
Absolutely not.
It's like, if I could download everybody else's app, like why I can't have my own app? Like, you know what I mean? Like
let me in the door.
Yeah, that's it. So when we talk about pushing the culture forward, man, I feel like I don't get enough credit for it, because can't nobody that got a clothing line tell me that they don't want Jay-Z, Beyonce, Carmelo Anthony. We did that, and then to spin off and then go off into tech. Come on, man. Like that's why I see people talking about pushing the culture forward, man. I be wanting to say fuck y'all, man, because y'all not doing it.
Because exactly, and you putting the work in. Like you put the work in.
Definitely, and still got a lot to do, man.
Still got a lot to do.
Shit.
And I reached out to you and slide out and shout out to me, man, because I do this shit, man. Like I reach out to people when they DMs, man. I told the dude the other day I was like, yo, man, I be sliding these niggas DM like I'm a chick, man.
Because
you got a network.
Man, you need a network. You ain't trying to bag nobody. You trying to get your brand out there.
I'm trying to get my brand out there, man. And I think you've been doing it. And you've been doing the same thing though.
Definitely.
Like I literally every time I'm on Instagram and I see, yo, you post BrooklynOrBust.
Every fucking day, man. You get tired of it.
Every day, and you out there grinding. And I even seen you you was you was in this factory. What was it? Some denim, the denim joint.
Yeah, man. It's actually not too
Brooklyn.
far from here. Yeah, it's called Lauren Denim, man. They do custom denims and stuff like that. Man, you pay attention, man.
Listen.
I be thinking shit be going over people's heads sometimes, man.
Yo,
you
listen.
Pay attention
Yo,
to
work
that.
them up. I pay attention to everything because I want to push the culture forward.
Yeah,
that's why I have the podcast
yeah.
called Real Conversations, and I want to say, listen, I want to interview everybody.
That's right. And
about everything.
And when I do stuff like that again, I know it come off like it's for myself, but it's really not. Like, I'm sure there's some one of my followers that want to, like, I know people that want to do denims. They want to make a denim line.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can take you to the water, but you gotta, you know, I'm telling you, like, yo, this is where it's at if you want to do it. Like, there's this place right here, 15, 20 minutes away from your crib. Just go there and ask questions. Like, that's it, man.
And I think, and you've been doing it, listen, I see in the interview that you didn't have any styles and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
again, the culture, man. They talk that culture shit, but I don't see it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we was just like, how I feel is like, when I see you out there networking, and you doing it for the brand.
Right.
You doing it for the brand. You doing it for the culture, and it's much appreciated on my part.
Thank you, man.
Listen,
I appreciate that, man.
Because listen, you came on and you like, yo, listen, I'm gonna come on. I was like, word.
Yeah. Listen, man. I don't care if you got 5 people that tune in. 5. I'm not that ahead of myself to think that everybody in the world know me. Like, even if you got 5 listeners, and I'm not saying that you do or you don't. I'm just saying, even if you got 5 people, I'm almost certain 3 out of those 5 people probably never heard of me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to shoot down nobody else. And a lot of times I feel like people don't understand, like, in the journey of this thing called success, like, you have to take certain stops to get to, like, I'm not going to wake up and be on Power 105.1. Like, I need shows like yours to help me build this thing that I got going on to get to that point. Motherfuckers be wanting to skip the process, man. You can't.
Oh, man. And then you got I don't know if you got your podcast.
Yeah, I got the podcast. Yeah.
I heard the podcast one day. I was at work and shit. I was just like, let me just listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
And you know, it was dope. It was dope. Where you do your podcast?
The podcast thing is really I'm just a host on it.
Okay.
I'm just a host on there. The actual owner / producer of the show is Star Kima. We do it out of Brick Studios? Downtown by BAM.
Okay.
Downtown BAM, and it's like a hip hop old school versus new school. Like I promote like the new school, and my co-host Joy, she does like the old school. So we have little battles and stuff like that. But I'm just the host on there though. But it's still like mine, you know.
Because I'm saying, like, and I mention all of these things because I know that you branding. Like, you out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Because once you realize that you in a situation to push the culture forward, like you said, you able to change people's mindset about Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to go into the app where you have a trivia up there. Give me some of the trivia that you might that people might see when they download it today.
All right. Yeah, download it right now. And if you tune into my live and you ain't downloaded, man, fucking unfollow me, man. Well, the content behind the app, like I said, it's a New York City / Brooklyn based trivia app. I feel like right now I live in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and I'm one of those people that I've been there from when it was the crack era, like to seeing the crack valves on the floor, to seeing people walking their dogs at 12 o'clock in the afternoon now. And if you one of the people that's blessed to still be in the neighborhood, the reason I did the app is for you to appreciate what we have already. And for the people that's coming in, I want you to understand the history you're coming into. So again, when we talk about culture, I'm catering for the culture that's there already and the culture that's coming in. But as usual, sometimes it just go over people's heads, man. But I'm just happy you're one of the few people that understand it. Also in the app is a section called BK Hotspots where I basically promote dope restaurants and exclusive boutiques for people to check out. Once again, pushing the culture forward by telling people like, yo, it's these places, like you don't always have to go to chain restaurants and stuff. Like it's like you don't gotta go to True Religion to buy a dope pair of denims. Like, Lauren Denim is right up the block.
It's right up the block from you. What's crazy is that I was actually going through and I was like, damn, these are some of the restaurants that I actually go to.
Yeah, that you was keeping to yourself. He ain't denying it.
Listen. Me and wifey like, yo, listen, we going here, and that was just that. But we just kept it 100, and we basically looked at me and my wife, we looked at your app and was like, oh shit, like this is something like we know we into it, you know what I'm saying? So we saw Sway up there, we saw a couple other restaurants up there, and we was like, oh